Okay, I'm sure other places got it worse, but this fencing from here all the way down in front of that stuff all washed, and that fencing was laying flat on the ground, and then all back over there, from there to there, that fencing was laying on the ground from the straw and stuff that accumulated. And believe it or not, these chickens did not leave their yard. I guess they got trained well. They're not going to go far. And then I had to go in the house and change because I ran out here when I seen the fencing down, and I had the wrong shoes on. I didn't have my boots on, so I got soaked. My feet got soaked. Why are you girls out here? You're getting all wet. My river but as you can see, I mean, there was like straw and stuff built up, or a lot of this stuff just washed away from the torrential rains we had all night last night, and it's still raining. And as you can see, it washed a lot of this down in places. But again, this is why I cannot use this coop in the wintertime and stuff. I just don't, or kennel. That got flooded and messed up. Oh, this got washed down and away. And I pushed this fencing in towards this way a little bit because all this stuff is what hit up against it, and then the water's rushing in and it knocked it over. I mean, it was all the way down through here. This fencing, it actually came this way and laid down this way, and the chickens did not walk over it to get out. And I looked around, I didn't see any loose ones, but as you can see, it just pours it. And I knew there was nothing I can do. I got that wagon filled up. And we tried to prepare for less rain to come in here, but there's nothing we can do could have stopped that rain. I mean, we got it coming down through there. Luckily, I've got the straw built up high enough that they're not walking in water, but I guarantee there's a lot of water underneath that. I'm going to have to definitely clean all that out. And again, see over here, this is where a lot of my drainage problem is, down this side where it all comes down, which is not good for my wood, but I didn't expect it to last forever. You okay, girls? And really in here, in this part, the only wet spot is underneath that waterer where the water's flowing, but this bark is kind of keeping their feet up above it. So again, it's a good thing it's not freezing here. You okay? I'll give you a treat, okay? But I'm not even going to attempt to clean any of this up until this is over with. Just such an unusual winter. Y'all stay in here. Got everything filled up around here. Get in here. What are you out there by yourself for? Come on. Come on. Get in here. Girls. Marans, get over here. Oh, it ain't jumping, don't. Who says chickens don't like the rain? Mine always go out in them. Unless it's like a torrential pour, then they won't. You better get in there. Okay, I made everybody come in. So I had one of my Marans want to try to make it out through the fence. I haven't had the electric on in a long time, so every now and then when I see that, I'll turn the electric fence on just to remind them. But since it's pouring down torrential rains, I'm not going to do it right now. So I'm going to lock them up in here for now until this weather passes. Give them a treat. Let me get you. I hear you, Frank. So I'm going to get everybody a treat. Let them calm down in here and stay out of the rain. You are not getting back outside. Maybe later on if this stops. Okay, I gave them all a treat. That one up there, her feathers are sticking up. She's so wet. What are you doing, Frank? You ain't going in and bother the Marans, are you? I always got to give them a little bit of corn by themselves because the big girls chase them away. Frank, you're a bully. I mean, you're a gentleman, but sometimes you can be a bully. See, he won't eat from his ladies' bowls. He'll make that sound and tell them what bowls the treats and feed is in, and then he'll go take from the Marans. Oh, baby. You were in there long enough. You got you some. And they don't like the mixture, the mealworms and stuff yet, so I just give them the cracked corn, the real fine stuff. There you go. He left you some. Now they follow me right in there. They know I'm going to give them their treats in there. Baby girl, you're missing out. Your sister went inside the coop. And I gave the teenagers a little bit of corn too. They're not old enough. They don't like the other fancy mealworms and cat food and all that. Look, you girls are soaking wet. You better be glad it ain't freezing out. Gotta keep an eye on the weather. Next time just block that, I guess. But this kind of shows me I really got to get this built up and get a French drain or something all the way around this chicken run so I can get the water out of here. But that's going to take a lot of time and muscle. So I'm going to leave them go, let them dry off. Everybody's good. They survived. Oh, right in my ear, Frank. Okay, I'll be back out here later on to check on them. I did turn the light on because it's cloudy, everything's closed up, and it's kind of dark in here without the light on. They have water and feed. They just now got their treats. You know, a little bit of feed left in there, so I'll be back out here. I don't think I'm going to... I may be out here to poop or scoop a little bit later on, but not much, being it's wet. Okay, you guys just hang out in here for a while. Okay. That's one thing good about this kind of fencing. You can put it where you want. So I pulled it in this way a little bit more. Because as you can see, the rain was so hard last night, it pulled the boards over. With the dirt, even the dirt and stuff. And that black lining there was over that way. And so that's what pushed this fence over, is all this hit against it. And then the water, it just pulled right up out of the ground here. Because this was the wettest spot going through this backyard, goes this way. And then the water runs right down through there. And that's where that part of the fence was laying flat on the ground too. I didn't move it none, but I lifted it up and kicked the straw and stuff out a little further. So I let them back out. Now they got the fence moved, and I pushed it up a little higher, so they got a little bit of grass there without wanting to escape. And I don't want to turn the electric fence on because of all the water. Just not sure how that will react with that water going over it. But the bottom string is not electrical, but the other ones, you know, are also touching the ground. It's not pulled up straight. That's the only thing with these, is it's not going to be perfectly, you know, straight. That's why I've got a lot of these poles in between them, help hold it up. What are you doing, girls? You the big one. Yeah, you the big one. They love getting out here after it rains and getting the water, and lucky it's not freezing. I'd keep you locked up inside because I wouldn't want your tootsies to get frozen. What you doing, Miss Fluffy Butt? Well, I guess there's one way of getting y'all's feet cleaned up. Yeah, we'll get your feet cleaned up. I opened up some grass up yonder. You gotta go up there with the other girls. What are you doing, Frank? You getting your feet washed too? And then, I don't know if you can see, way in the back of my pasture, in that corner, it floods like you won't believe, because there's a little creek that catches the water that goes down through here up to the road. And that just floods. And that will stay wet and moist almost all year round in that back corner. But I mean, I could see like a little pond back there. Yeah, I gotta get in here and get all this stuff. Got a branch that fell off the tree. I gotta get this other stuff cleaned up. Gotta get me a rake. Yeah, I do. I got a lot of work to get done. Ruger just loves his salt lick. He always gets it moved real close to that bottom wire. But he seems to be doing okay. You don't care, do you, big boy? No. But the rest of the stuff, I'm just gonna wait till all of this is over with. Let it drain out some more before I even attempt to start cleaning it up. But until then, y'all can get your feet washed and get cleaned up. I'm not gonna worry about anything right now. There's no sense, because it may come through again. Look how that water is running down through there. It's gonna take a while for all that to drain, isn't it, Frank? Find you any bugs? Usually like them little caterpillar things come up out of the mud over here when it rains. That's why they go fishing around in the water and stuff. And the bugs' little holes and everything gets flooded, and they start coming out. A certain time of the year, there's like, oh gosh, a bunch of them, but I don't see any of them now. I think that season part's over with. Okay, keep an eye on your girls. Don't get Frank, don't show them that. I don't think that is that. Okay. Just want to make sure you're not showing them stuff that they're not supposed to be getting. Okay? He goes around looking for them stuff, and then he lets them know he found something. Huh. Yeah. He was a good husband. Yeah. Did you find something else? No, not the paper. Frank, put that down. Frank. Put that down. Hey. Not paper. Yeah, get mad at me. I don't care. Go find something else. Go find bugs. See, that's just a pouring down through that still. One of the Morans found something. Get her. Get her. Frank started chasing her and then stopped. Ruger's hanging out in the barn. You smart boy. Yeah, you are. You stay in there till this is over with. See how that's running down through there? Knocked everything over. This is in front of the shed. This is what I was trying to build up, but all it did was push all the stuff that away. Yeah, we got her. Why don't you stay in the house, George? Let's go check on the babies, on the other ones. Is everybody surviving here? Yeah, it's nice and dry in here. Thank goodness. They're doing good. I'm going to get them a little wet feed. Maybe turn their other lamp on, mostly for light, because there's a lot of moisture going around here. Huh. And they're not even by the light there, so let me get them some wet feed. I gave them a little bit of their wet feed, and I cleaned out their sandbox. So they're doing good. Put extra dry feed in there. What babies? Yeah, I cleaned your box out. You can go in it and dirty it up again now. I'm not going to turn that other heat lamp on. I have ordered another light yet from Amazon. It's basically a stand light for the house, so that should put off, I'm hoping, more light. And I don't know if I'm going to put it out here or fasten it somehow inside that kennel here, to where I could just reach in and turn it on and off. We'll have to see once it gets here. But due to the storm, I don't think anyone's going to get anything today. No. But they're all doing good, so they have the rest of this week, and then not this weekend, but the following weekend. It's about another week and a half. This is Wednesday. I'll be going back to the neighbors. Yeah, you're doing so good.